Bachelor. Okay, hello. Welcome back. My name is Pauline and I do things. It's actually been like only a few minutes since I was last filming because that's when I cut my hair. Look at this cute little ponytail, little poof on my head. Okay, so like I said last week, which was just a few minutes ago, we are cooking. So what are we cooking? Well, I have some spaghetti on the stove already cooking. Now, this is gonna be very revealing. So I eat the same thing every day. Every day. It's either hot coffee or cold coffee. I have iced matcha later. For breakfast, I make myself an egg white omelet with beans and mushrooms and a grilled cheese sandwich. Then I also use that same pan, which I actually wash the pan for this, so like, fancy. I heat up in olive oil some beans and mushrooms, and I add sriracha as well as salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. And then I throw that on top of the noodles and throw it in the fridge, and that's what I eat later for lunch/dinner. And I also usually have half an apple cut up with honey and cinnamon on it. But yeah, I have the same thing every day. So I'm not really gonna be shaking it up that much. We're still doing pasta, but I'm gonna try to make some different toppings. Let me put my olive oil in here first. I don't know how much. I turned it on low. We have some Beyond Meatballs, and some tofu. Now, I've had tofu before. I've never cooked tofu before. And I've had one of these meatballs before, but I just boiled it to see if I can digest it, and I can digest that. But we're gonna try to actually cook them properly. I think we'll start with the meatballs, because they just say throw them in that pan and get a cooking. Simple, easy, right? And I'm just gonna take them, plop them. Might have to turn the stove up higher because they're not sizzling. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up to about a 6, whatever that means. Is it like level 6, like a video game? Because like the toaster, I know that the number, well, I now know that the numbers mean the time. I'm not the only one who didn't realize that. Thing is sweating because it's so hot and humid. Music to my ears. Hear that sizzle? Now it says 7-8 minutes. My timer's on 8 minutes for the pasta. They're hard to turn. I'm gonna put it a little lower because I'm nervous. Turn. Thank you. Oh, they're actually browning. How about that? Ooh, they smell good. Because it's different when you boil them, you know? It's like having a boiled hot dog. I love that sound so much. This is nice because in the morning, this is how I usually cook like my beans and mushrooms anyway. So it'd be like the same thing. And I could probably throw some beans and mushrooms, you know, in here with this, which I'm gonna do with the tofu because we're using sauce. Comment down below if you've had any of the Beyond Meat products and which ones you've had and how you cook them, or which is your like preferred way of cooking them, because I want to try, you know, all the not meat products, just because they're like a fun treat every once in a while. These are looking pretty cooked to me. I feel like those are pretty brown and pretty cooked, and I don't want to burn them. Some greasy balls. Boiling them might be the healthier option. I mean, they look like meatballs. Okay, on to the tofu. First, I'm gonna scoop some mushrooms in there. And now, time for some tofu. Well, I guess I can just pick it all up and throw it all in there. I'm gonna cook these a little bit like this because I know my mom wants some plain tofu. Now, I have no idea how you're supposed to cook tofu, and I did not look up how. So, yeah, flip over. No, get off the mushroom. Now we're gonna add seasoning. Some good old salt, some pepper, some garlic powder like I always add. I think I'm gonna skip the Italian seasoning this time. I'm gonna put some hot sauce. And now for the general sauce. A little bit of that. Turn this back on low. Stir it around. Again, I have no idea how long you're supposed to cook tofu. Does anyone know? Will anyone tell me? I'm gonna leave this to cook. I'm gonna drain these noodles really quick. And we are gonna get to town on our sort of pasta sauce that I recently discovered and love a lot. And we're just gonna cook it right here. So I'm gonna take a big scoop of some chopped diced tomatoes, and not crushed. And again, I think I'm gonna add a little spice. And then this is toasted coconut almond milk or toasted coconut milk. I don't know, but I'm gonna add a little bit of that. That is our creamy base It kind of gives it like a Thai flavor, but it's like a Thai coconut curry soup that's so delicious, as well as Parmesan, just a little bit. Set it over here for a hot second while I stir it so that the Parmesan melts kind of into the noodles. We are almost done, my guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour my beautiful creamy tomato-y noodles. And now on the other side, I'm gonna add the tofu. Like I said, we're trying 2 things today. Ooh, look at that. Let's do a taste test first of the meatballs cooked properly and not just boiled. Yeah, cooking them properly takes them to the next level. I mean, look at that. Now to try some of the tofu. Hopefully this worked. I am prepared for it to not. I don't know. I think it works. It's very different than the meatballs, but I think it works. Now I'm gonna try my sauce on the noodles, but with the tomatoes to see if it has I think it should have almost a bruschetta taste to it. So we have some noodles and tomatoes. It tastes just like bruschetta. Well, this was a successful video. I found 2 new things that I can put on top of noodles because I eat noodles literally every day. Shake it up a little bit every once in a while. Like this video if you like noodles. Subscribe, comment down below other things to put on noodles. I will put anything on top of noodles. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I need to go now and I need to eat all of this. Bye.